Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kotar. Now, we're still on Kashyyyk. We have just freed the Wookiees from Chundar's oppression. Now, off camera, I've been looking up, doing a little bit of bookkeeping in terms of our quests. And we need to break the news about Rorwer's shady dealings here. We still have the Honest Debt quest to let the indentured servant know that Eli was the one who killed his friends. And we also had something here with Mission's brother about a tack gland. Fortunately, we've got quite a few of those over the course of our travels here in Kashyyyk, so we do need to head back to Tatooine here pretty soon and hand those off to Mission's brother so he doesn't have any kind of trouble. But let's go ahead and break the bad news. We're right outside Warjner's home, or however that's pronounced. Let's see what happens. Greetings again, outsider. Please, if you have business here, make it brief. Do you know who owns this bolt casing? Let's see if the family insignia is there. Yes, there it is. This belongs to Jarek. How did you get it? Tell me something. What's the penalty for murder? That would depend on the circumstances. We rarely have such crimes here. Wookie honor does not allow it. When we have had a murder, the punishment was usually death. There is rarely any justification that would dictate otherwise. I found Jarek's bolt casing on Rorwer's corpse. Oh my, that is very distressing. It definitely seems to suggest that Jarek helped in Rorwer's death. Oh no. I can't ignore this. Wait here, outsider. I must address this. I'll have Jarek brought here. And I hope he can explain this. I really do. He was the one who was really angry at us before, wasn't he? It may not be shady dealings. Jarek, you know why you've been summoned here. As holder of the laws, I ask you to explain. I won't answer. I can't. Rorwer, must Rorwer be here? Rorwer has a bond with Rorwer. He's the closest to family that can be found. He's entitled to be here. Jarek, please speak. If you're guilty, it means death. This outsider will be given your possessions. Do you want that? Jarek, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Rorwer. I'll accept whatever punishment is given. It's better if only my honor is tainted. So he's taking the fall. He doesn't want people to know what Rorwer was doing. You admit to it? Why? Rorwer was good and honorable. Why did you kill him? You only need to know that I did it. The reason is unimportant. Rorwer, I'm sorry. Is there no alternative to death as punishment? If there were circumstances that led to the attack, perhaps we could consider another punishment. It all depends on what was behind it. We've seen this in multiple episodes of Law & Order. My life debt won't let me speak for you, Seth Talgar, but you know Jarek had justification. Will you tell them? This is a failure of honor. It is very serious. Were there any mitigating factors we need to be aware of? And Jarek won't say anything in his own defense. Jarek, I'm not going to let you do this. Rorwer was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar! Please, don't tell them anything. Rorwer was admired. They need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Rorwer and the others have their hero. No, I'm not going to let this happen. Little lies turn into big problems later down the road. Explain yourself, outsider. If you have information that will affect this trial, I must know it. Don't listen to these outsider lies, please. Rorwer, don't listen. Warwill dealt with slavers. The datapad I found on his corpse proves it. But no, that can't be. I'm sorry, Warwill. I didn't want you to know. So much is against us. You need someone to look up to. I couldn't let him betray you, betray everyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. We don't need traitors of our own. I think I was doing a Splinter voice for him. See how this Wookiee truly understands honor? Do you see how important we consider these things, Seth Talgar? Well, as holder of the laws, I declare Jarek innocent. I will see to your release. Justice! In a sense. Well, I must say that you're the first outsider that I've been glad to know. You've surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor after all. You are deserving of your reward. What reward? Did I not explain? As the person that discovered the crime, you were also affected by it. You would have been given a portion of Jarek's possessions, but he was innocent. Rorwer, however, was not. Rorwer was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. Warwill receives the rest, if he wishes. He's still upset, but he's young. He'll recover. Fair enough. Light side points, 1800 XP. Nice. Some credits. I'll take it. That's a shame that he was disillusioned by his hero, but sometimes you gotta have those hard lessons in life. I was doing a Splinter voice for the older Wookiee. It's kind of hard to determine who's talking, though, so... I think we are done here in the village, so... I'm going to head back onto the Great Walkway into the Czerka base, and we'll see what happens from there. We've had no resistance heading back to the Czerka base. So let's see what happens if we actually rock out here. As they said before, Wookiees can just climb trees. Journal. What happened? Dang it. We lost the quest. Because the Wookiee rebels are dealing with everything now. We can't deal with the indentured servant. Well, I guess we go ahead and take care of the Czerka guards. Might as well. We will lead a mighty rebellion. Or at least be part of said mighty rebellion. It looks like the servant got out of Dodge. Or Eli and them. They saw the Wookiees and ran. Can't say I blame them. Is there anything in here we need to be aware of? We're getting XP regardless. Yeah, looks good. Got some remains, though. Adhesive grenade and a med pack. Man, I knew we weren't going to get an opportunity. I just had this feeling. I do remember the Wookiees uprising. I just didn't remember when it happened. It's okay, though. We lost an opportunity for a quest. But worse things have happened. Now that this place seems to be Czerka free, it'll be a long time before we allow ourselves to be as weak as Chundar made us. Good to hear, good to hear. Did we check everything else? I think we did. Let's go on, get out of here. That'll probably be for the best. Huzzah. Now it'd be a prime opportunity to chat with the rest of the crew, but first, we've got some upgrades to make. Because I think we got some new crystals. What is it? Bondar. Oh, we didn't get any new crystals for the lightsabers. Never mind. What did we get? I know we got some upgrade pieces. Ah, okay. Zalbar's bowcaster's in good shape. Bennock's blaster, we're not really using. The primary thing is Baka's ceremonial warblade. That was it. Let's go ahead and unequip that. 6 to 16 damage physical, 2 to 12 versus droid, +4 energy attack modifier +4. That's going to be nasty in Zalbar's hands. And finally, some armor. Calo Nord's is in good shape. The mod armor is in good shape. And we can do full upgrades back to the Achani fiber armor. I would call that good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk to the crew. If there's anything interesting, I'll let you guys know. Looks like we have another story time with Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
Which we dealt with down in the Shadowlands. You found work as a mercenary?
Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
Bendick should have rocked out, or Canderous should have rocked out to fight with Bendick Starkiller. That would have been fine. You're a worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
Seems to be all.
Your choice.
What about you, HK?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Chances are good we are probably going to be getting conversations with everyone. Let's see if we can try restoring some memory.
Affirmative. If you request.
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is...
He's good?
And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master.
Huzzah.
I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing.
What's so intriguing?
Statement. It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant. A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship.
Did this senator know about your assassination function?
Answer. It does not seem so, Master. No. He required a protocol droid only and wanted one as cheaply as possible. I do not know who sold me to him. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool.
Ah, typical politics. So we're not talking about a nice senator. I see.
Observation. Senators are not nice, Master. They are either on top of the game or yesterday's news. My master told me that frequently, you see. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will.
You can do that?
Answer. Certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation. I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife.
Bad form. Why would he do that?
Answer. I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there.
Ah. And did you?
I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated.
What happened to you then?
Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance.
Acquaintance, quote unquote. Have you recovered any other memories?
Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
Because of your repairs, HK now has a permanent bonus of +2 to his defense, including +2 dex bonus to your earlier repairs. Huzzah. Or 2 the... He didn't get an extra +2. That would be disgusting. Well... Zalbar, you actually might have something to say now. Is there something you want? Grenades... Nope. Looks like we've got everything out of Zalbar that we were supposed to. Of course, he is probably processing a lot of this.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
Well, as annoying as it is, you can't turn your back on your own brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
I can beat the crap out of him. I'll do that for you. No one can teach him this lesson mission. He has to learn it himself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Light side points gained. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have any sympathy for Griff, but the exchange, as we saw in KOTOR 2 and in other Star Wars properties, isn't something you really want to leave to chance in regards to whether they'll leave their victims alive or dead. It could go both ways.
Yes. What is it?
Is something wrong, Juhani?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What's that?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, Juhani, I didn't know that.
If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
Just
let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
It's gonna be all right.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Journal entry added. Good old Juhani, keeping things interesting. Let's see what our loudmouth and Little Miss Priss has to say.
Yes, what's on your mind?
So, tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
Come on, Garth. You aren't fooling me.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
We might as well, otherwise something will be bothering you when we're on a mission and I'll have to talk to you out in the field.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
What happened after that?
I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
What was she like, your wife?
She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. I had planned on leaving soon, to join her.
What happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustil, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
He tried to make a very personal admission, very matter of fact. You know, just like he's talking about the weather.
How can I help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
And that's it? That's enough reason for you to accept all of this?
I admit, There were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling that there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me? You're the one who thought this was her big audition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Lighten up. I'm only joking.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
I'm not so bad. You just have to learn to accept me for what I am.
Unfortunately, it isn't as easy as that, but your point is well taken. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Good stuff there. Alright guys, well, we need to decide what our next location is going to be. Kashyyyk is done, Tatooine is done. We do need to head back to Tatooine. Actually, we probably need to head back to Dantooine as well. And I think that there's something going on at the Yavin post as well. I found out that if we beat this guy 10 times in Pazak, all of his stuff becomes like 20% off. And he had some really good stuff. So we'll probably take care of all of that in the next episode, and I think Manan will be our next star map location, because we got to save Korriban for last, I think. But we'll go ahead and end it here. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.